I think I see him as what comes to mind is a mom that runs the show, a mom who has everything together. I don't think frazzled is the way to look at it. I don't think the housewife of the past is a thing to look at it. I think it's the person who has the schedule, the person who manages the house, the person who manages the kids, and has it all together. And things that are being marketed to them, it appears to be appealing to that side of what they do, and that, okay, you're already good at what you do, here's how we can make you better, make things easier, make things run even more efficient than they do right now. Julie G, that'd be Julie Giesenschlag. She's my wife. We got 3 kids, and the mom I just talked about, that's Julie G. Like right now we're getting ready for vacation, and I'm worried about getting my shorts and t-shirts and a couple of pair of underwear, and she's packing 4 people and planning for a 2-week trip and planning for a week of camp for 2 kids after that, with 1 kid coming back. I work weird hours, and she works too. She also works, but she manages 3 kids, 3 sports at a time, school, everything else, and so yeah, she's that mom. She's that mom that makes things go. She has a schedule at home. There's a big board at home that says where everybody has to be when, and she makes sure they get there, and it's not because she can always take them. She calls somebody else to carpool. She talks to the neighbor about where they're headed. So Julie is that mom that I just described that kind of is on the ball and has everything going. Woo, boy. I love my kids. And I'm pretty organized, but we'd be a big old dumpster fire if Julie wasn't in charge and running the show. We like being busy, and that's, everybody's busy, and then we also, we like the kids to always have stuff. We don't want them sitting around and doing nothing. But feeling that way means that you take on all the responsibility of getting them there, of getting laundry, getting equipment, and thinking for them to a point right now while they're still a little bit younger, and hoping that you can teach them along the way to think for themselves. But we would be a disaster if Julie didn't do what she does, in addition to having a full-time job and doing all the kids stuff and running the household. And I think it is a little bit different for people like me who don't work Monday through Friday and don't work 9 to 5, because she can work during the day and she can't say, hey, can you take the kids to practice tonight because I just got home and I have to do this. She knows, she looks at the baseball schedule or the hockey schedule and says, okay, well, you're out of the mix, so I got to figure this out on my own. And to her credit, she figures it out somehow. I recognized a long time ago that what she does is pretty incredible. And so, she says about me when her friends say, well, isn't it hard to manage the kids and manage everything with Brian's schedule? She says, I knew what I signed up for. I was doing stuff on TV with a weird schedule before we met. And so she said, I knew what I signed up for. To her credit, she not only signed up for it, but she excels at it. And so I try to make sure that I tell her all the time how much I appreciate what she does and how she handles it. And on the occasion that I get kind of close to the line and I think things are a little out of control, or I would have done something differently, I always try to talk myself back, because 9 times out of 10, 9.9 times out of 10, she's right and she's doing it the best way, and I should just shut up and be grateful that she treats us all as well as she does.